So I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine all about systems. And I think systems can help you make money. You can scale with them. It's kind of the only way. You've got to automate, you've got to delegate. If you're not doing it, your system is an employee. And this is so important to grow your business and your brand, make things just easier. You can focus your time on more important things that actually utilize your strength. And that's really a key thing when you're running a business, to be able to focus on the things that you do best, and the things that you do over and over and over again that somebody else could do. You should be outsourcing that. And one of the best ways to do that is have it done outsourced to a robot, to a system. Now, it's important to be like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And this is a thing that a lot of people run into. You could make your emails automated and schedule them out and have AI write them, and you give it its ideas and stuff like that. But should you? Would it actually just be faster if you just sat down and wrote an email? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, most of these things that you see a lot of people automating actually do benefit from an automation. And here's the key thing, because I'm very good at systems. If you built a system for everything in your life, eventually you'd find out that you probably don't want a system for everything, nor should you have a system for everything. I think it's really important to minimize and think of minimalism in your systems, because just because you can systemize an email doesn't mean you should. What you should do, if you are like, well, here's a bottleneck thing that's taking time from me, is build some system or automation that actually helps you, not does things for you. And this is kind of the best systems, where the systems and automations that you run in your own thing within your power and your specific talent and strength are ones that are empowering to you. So for instance, today I've been building a automation agent it's like a advanced spell check. It's not doing anything. It's just saying, hey, you kind of use this grammar wrong. Or if I said, most of you guys, it would check me and go, hey, who are most guys? Or who are the most people? Who you're talking to? Be more specific. You want to talk to business owners. You should be saying something about that. I go, oh, right, yeah. So it's kind of like an assistant employee helping me do my thing better, and I can do it faster. I'm not worried, like, oh, is this good enough, and so on. And then if I say, well, I don't really want to think about that, just do something, I don't care, it's minor, then I say, write it for me. And it takes my thing and creates a new email. Now, this is the kind of automation that most people should be doing. You don't need an automation for so many things, but we still try to find systems that do things for us, or try to outsource and hire people. You don't. You almost never do. Most of the things that you're trying to get somebody else to do, you don't need to do in the first place. Oh, so you need an editor for your videos to do motion graphics for this and that? It's like, maybe you don't even need the motion graphics in the first place. How about just setting a default font in your editor, or using the default one, and just clicking text and then typing it in and then moving on? Now that is a killer way to be efficient. And if you want to create more, if you're trying to do more, if you're trying to scale, well, start scaling. And then once something becomes an issue or something isn't right, let's say the default font is too wide of a letter for the things that you really think are necessary, then at that point you go, okay, well, let me bring in my brand's font. Let me bring in I have to keep changing the color to yellow because it keeps getting lost in the shadows or the highlights. This is annoying to do this. That's when you set up a template or something like that. But automating just to automate, and you don't even realize you're doing it most of the time, but we do. We quite often just outsource to a computer or to somebody else when in the first place, we don't even think about, should we even do this in the first place? Now, I want to remind you of a very, very important analogy about airplanes. When an airplane is completed being built, they know it, as a matter of fact, like, hey, we've completed this is done, when they can remove no more, not when things are in there, not when they've added all the technology and so on. It's when they've made it so light and removed so many things and so many parts that are ruining it and weighing it down and slowing down the process. That's what most people try to do with their business and their editing and their content and their brand. They try to make everything exactly this special way by adding this and fixing that and automating this and that, when you're better off just getting rid of it. Lighten the load, lighten the brand. It's going to be better. Until next time, peace.